We are back in the Roundball Mining Company Denver Nuggets film room, and the Denver Nuggets are in the 2009 Western Conference Finals, and they will be playing the Los Angeles Lakers. There are a couple of really key matchups in this series that we're going to take a quick look at, and by all means, this is not a definitive list of what's important, but we are going to take a look at the difference that Andrew Bynum makes when he's healthy and playing well for the Lakers, and also how the Lakers have been able to stymie Carmelo Anthony, and also a little bit of how Carmelo's been able to get back at the Lakers and maybe have some offensive success there in the last game of the season. Andrew Bynum is a huge key in this series, and the reason that is not necessarily because of what he can do, but it's how his presence makes Pau Gasol a tougher matchup for the Nuggets. And here we're going to see the Nuggets have their biggest lineup possible with Nene and Birdman, Chris Anderson in the game at the same time. Bynum's going to take Nene to the rim. He's going to miss, but Pau's there to tip the rebound. And between Bynum and Gasol, they're just too much for Nene and Birdman to handle. And like I said, that's the Nuggets' biggest lineup. Now, the Lakers overpowered Nene and Birdman, so you can imagine what a matchup disadvantage the Nuggets are at, with Nene and Kenyon Martin having to guard Bynum and Pau Gasol. Next are a couple of quick clips that show what kind of a matchup difficulty that Bynum is for Nene. And Nene is a large man. You can see here Bynum's able to get really good post position, just turn and shoot right over top of him. And that's going to be a problem for the Nuggets. And you're going to see once again here Bynum just posts Nene up right in front of the rim and turns and shoots over Nene. And Nene is going to have a very difficult time keeping Bynum. Actually, any Nuggets going to have a difficult time keeping Bynum out of the paint. The Bynum-Nene matchup is not all bad news, though, for Nuggets fans, because just as Bynum's tough for Nene to handle when the Lakers have the ball, Nene is a handful for Bynum as well because of his quickness. And here you're going to see Nene faces Bynum up, takes a dribble into the middle of the lane, and he's able to draw the foul and also make the basket. And it's going to be crucial for the Nuggets in this series for Nene to be able to get Bynum into early foul trouble, and he has the quickness to do that. Things get much easier for Denver when Bynum's out of the game, and instead of Kenyon Martin being stuck guarding Pau Gasol and having an incredible mismatch there, the Nuggets are able to have either Nene or Chris Anderson covering Gasol, and that leaves Kenyon Martin able to guard someone like Lamar Odom, who's a much better matchup for him. Here you're going to see Nene's guarding Pau, and instead of getting that really deep position like Bynum was able to get, Nene is able to keep Pau away from the basket. And Pau's going to definitely be able to score in the Nene, but it's not going to be nearly as easy as when Bynum does it. Things are easier for the Nuggets on the offensive end as well with Bynum out of the game. In these next three clips, you're going to see Pau trying to guard Nene in the post. And just like with Bynum, Nene has a big quickness advantage on Pau. Here you're going to see he gets into the middle and makes a nice pass for a layup. And in this next clip, you're going to see once again, Nene gets the ball on the right block, and he is able to face up Pau. And he gets around him quickly to the baseline, once again resulting in a pass that Clays unfortunately blows the layup but gets the ball back and makes the offensive rebound. But you can see how Nene has a quickness advantage on Gasol as well as Bynum. And one more clip to show that. This time on the left block, you're going to see Nene get the ball in good position in the post against Gasol, and he's going to go right into the middle of the lane with a nice easy layup. And all three of those plays happened because Bynum is not in the game. I think those clips show pretty well how with Bynum on the floor, it makes Pau a better player and makes for a tough matchup with the Nuggets having to guard two 7-footers with a relatively small front line of Nene and Kenyon Martin, who is really undersized to try and cover someone with Pau's length in the post. Conversely, if Bynum does not play effectively, if he repeats some of his performances from the round 2 series against the Rockets, where I think he was held scoreless in 3 of those games, that's going to bode well for the Nuggets, as a front line of Pau and Lamar Odom is a much better matchup for Denver. Next, we're going to take a look at how the Lakers defend Carmelo Anthony. And the Lakers have had a lot of success defending Carmelo this year. He's only averaged 14.5 points a game on less than 33% shooting. So let's take a look at how the Lakers were able to stymie Carmelo's offensive output, and also look at how Carmelo is able to show some growth in the last game of the season against the Lakers. Now, the Lakers have had a lot of success in frustrating Carmelo Anthony offensively throughout their matchups that the Lakers have dominated over the past couple seasons. And here you're going to see the basic team scheme that the Lakers use. Carmelo is going to be covered by Luke Walton, who you'd think that Carmelo would be able to dominate on offense, but because of the way the Lakers help, Carmelo has a hard time doing so. Walton's going to crowd Carmelo, taking away the quick mid-range jumper. Lamar Odom comes over to help and actually doubles Carmelo in this instance. and that forces Carmelo to make a very non-threatening move away from the basket, and the result is a long jumper by the Nuggets, and that is exactly what the Lakers want to have happen. But the Lakers don't always send a hard double on Carmelo. In fact, a lot of times they just send a pre-rotate help over to try and contain him. And this, even though it's in the transition, you're going to see how the Lakers do defend Carmelo on the drive. Lamar Odom is going to have the opportunity to come out and challenge him or step back. And the Lakers want Odom giving ground and just preventing Melo from getting all the way to the rim. And the result of that, you're going to see on this play, Carmelo's going to get the ball on the high post, and he is going to be able to get a shot in that 5 to 15 foot range whenever he wants. And that is actually a very inefficient shot because a lot of players don't practice that kind of shot. And if you look at the NBA hotspots, team by team, that 5 to 15 foot range is a very inefficient area to shoot from, and the Lakers are happy to give Carmelo that shot. Now, in this next clip, you're going to see a big adjustment that the Nuggets made to help Carmelo Anthony. And when Carmelo gets the ball on the wing closer to the baseline, it makes the help that much closer, and it makes it more difficult for Carmelo to drive. But in this game, you're going to see he gets the ball here in the high post, and in later clips, you're going to see him even having the ball at the top of the circle. And the Lakers, once again, are trying to wall him off from the middle, but because Melo starts out higher, the help is further away, and it gives him more room to operate, and thus on that play, he's able to get to the rim and finish, which is something he has not been able to do in the past, driving from the wing. In this next clip, Carmelo is actually going to get the ball at the top of the circle, and he's going to drive into the lane. And when Carmelo has the ball in the middle, the Lakers cannot force him away from the middle because he's already there. So that makes Carmelo a much more effective player, gives him more options, and it also makes it more difficult for the Lakers to control what he does. And I think you're going to see the Nuggets give Carmelo the ball a lot more on the high post and at the top of the circle in this series than they have in the past. Another adjustment that Carmelo made against the Lakers in this game was not only to get the ball in better position to drive, but when he does drive, to not be afraid to attack the Lakers' big men. And when you're going to the basket and you see a 7-footer like Pau Gasol or Andrew Bynum, it's tough to force yourself to drive into them. But here you see Carmelo gets the ball actually on the baseline, kind of where the Lakers would think they'd be able to contain him. But Carmelo goes right at Pau Gasol, and he draws the foul. And that's something that will be important for the Nuggets, for Carmelo to go right at Gasol and Bynum and hopefully get them in foul trouble. Now, with the Lakers paying so much attention to Carmelo, it's not just going to be his job to score every time he gets the ball, but he's going to have to make good, efficient, smart decisions with the ball, and that entails not forcing shots, but also using the Lakers' aggressive style where they're looking to prevent him from scoring to set up his teammates. And here you see he gets a pass to, of all people, Johan Petro, resulting in a dunk because of the attention that the Lakers give him. Well, Carmelo is a very gifted passer, and in this clip you're going to see he gets the ball and once again uses the Lakers' aggressive defense against them. And here he's going to get the ball on the right post here, and he's actually going to throw the ball through Pau Gasol's legs to Nene, and that triggers a kick out and a swing around. And where previously we saw in a clip where the Nuggets kind of forced a three off of an unaggressive play by Carmelo, there they get a really good open three because of the creative passing by Carmelo Anthony. And in this next clip, you're going to see another instance where Carmelo uses his ability to pass to defeat the Lakers' defense. And here Lamar Odom comes over to prevent against the drive, and that leaves Kleza open in the corner. But unfortunately, Kleza isn't able to hit the shot. But that's a play that the Nuggets are going to be able to make in this series. And finally, it's important to realize it's not just up to Carmelo. The Nuggets have a lot of passers who are above average for their position. And Nene's a good passer, Kenyon's a good passer, and here you're going to see Carmelo is kind of stymied. He gets the ball to Billups, but Billups makes the creative pass with all the attention being paid to Carmelo, which results in the layup for Kleza. And that's all the Nuggets are going to have to look to make good decisions with the ball in order to defeat the Lakers' defense. Carmelo Anthony has shown a lot of growth as a player just in the last 2 rounds of the playoffs, and his play is a big reason why the Nuggets have made it this far. In the past, he was content to take bad jumpers and to force shots into the teeth of defenses such as the Lakers have played against him. And this season he's showing a much more well-rounded and well-thought-out plan of working to get himself better shots, working to get his teammates better shots, and as a result the Nuggets are playing very well on offense and are definitely a threat to defeat the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. For much more coverage of the Nuggets and Lakers Western Conference Finals series, I encourage you to check out our blog at roundballminingcompany.com.